Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jimmy. Guys, today we're going to be talking about a game that is on the Nintendo Switch eShop. I think I'm just going to let some gameplay roll here and I'll let you guys look at this game for yourself. Flippin' heck, guys. Yep, the game we're reviewing today is One Strike on the Nintendo Switch. This is a game I picked up quite a bit ago, actually, like literally last year, I believe, for like $1, maybe even less. Yeah, actually 99 cents, if I remember correctly. It was on sale for 99 cents. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you can do way worse than this game. And that's not a knock in this game. This game is absolutely bonkers, guys. This game is truly flipping great. So, right off the bat, I'm going to say the gameplay is actually as the eponymous title says, one strike. Get one strike, you're dead. That's it. You're done. You have a bunch of characters that come from all over the Asiatic countries. You do have a Oni, which is pretty goddamn interesting. You have Tomoe. You have Beilong, who's a guy with a goddamn staff. I forget what that weapon is called. But he's my personal favorite, actually, in the bunch, even though his wind-up for the attack, his forward slash, is, not gonna lie, pretty goddamn great, but it does cover a lot of ground. There's also a ninja that does a pretty similar thing, except the ninja's a lot more agile. Beilong also has a retreating attack, so when you retreat, he does have a slash that he does a little bit after his initial frames. They're actually pretty flipping cool. Like, every character, even the ones that have the same weapons, will play radically different from one another. So one character will have, like the samurais in this game, there's a samurai who holds his sword down here by the hilt, I guess where the hilt is at, and he draws it out. He has a low sweeping attack with water for some flipping reason. Pretty sure there's a lot of like cultural things that's kind of lost on me because but it is a lot of fun, guys. There's also the two swordsmen and I guess technically swordswoman and swordsman that play really similar to one another. Do actually play differently. So Tomoe has a double slash. So does the other character. I forget his name. Whoops, probably should have remembered his name. And their attacks actually are a little bit delayed from one another. So, guys, it is interesting to note that the blood splatters that you see in the game as well, like when you kill an opponent, you know, since this is one strike, so you get, you know, it's either kill or be killed, does remind me of the Commodore 64 game Barbarian, where you're able to decapitate your opponent if you do strike them with the sword, which I'm actually not too entirely sure how the heck that worked out in that game. And I've played that game for a good while, I still don't know how the freaking heck that works. But it does look absolutely great seeing, you know, the finishing blow land on your opponent, especially on their last life if you play with lives. And, you know, you just see them like cut in half, or you see them splatter about. Also reminiscent of Samurai Showdown. I believe it was the 5th game that introduced those. And yeah, some of those are absolutely brutal. But that's going to be a topic for another day in the future. But yeah, guys, they look absolutely brutal, and they look pretty flipping cool. They like remind me of like a Kurosawa film. The graphics on this game are really serviceable. The only thing I guess I can knock against it is like some of the elements in the background aren't animated. So like there's a scene on a bridge with a crowd that is not animated. It looks a little, I'm not gonna lie, it does look a little dead. But I do understand the aesthetic behind this game. It gives off that old like MS-DOS looking games like Macintosh from back in the day. So think of like Karateka is the closest one that comes to mind. Except nowhere near as fluid in animation. It looks actually looks really fine. The graphics are pretty much serve their purpose. They get the point across what the characters look like, who they are. You can tell different colors. The use of color is actually pretty nice. The the one thing I don't like is the fact that there's a big giant white outline on some of the characters. I guess on all the characters on the backgrounds, so you can distinguish them from the background and foreground. I understand why that's done stylistically. I understand why it's done so you can see them. But I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it looks all too great. I wish there was an option to turn it off, but as I'm saying, I understand why it's done from a gameplay perspective so you can clearly see your character. Because, let's be real here, these matches are not going to last very long. Like, holy crap. Some of these matches that do last very long though, they get absolutely intense and it literally becomes a war of attrition, seeing who's not going to block and actually go for an attack. Which, holy cow, I'm not gonna lie, I do get into quite a bit of that with either my best friend or my nephews, where we're just kind of just doing all that. It gets absolutely wild. And speaking on the graphics, since we were just talking about them, I guess we should move on to the music in this game. And holy flippin' heck, guys! So I talked about Darkwing Duck and how I'll use that music even in places where it's not appropriate. This is definitely going to be one of those games where I'm going to be using the music in a lot of my other videos, even where it's not appropriate. And that's just because, like, listen to this goddamn soundtrack. There are some absolute bangers on this fucking soundtrack, guys. Like, holy flippin' heck, guys. Listen to that. Ugh. Guys, so flippin' great, guys. Honestly, guys, like, if this soundtrack ever comes out physically, I'm literally gonna go out, and by go out, I mean go online and order it for myself. Because, you know, CD stores aren't around anymore. Goodbye, Suncoast. Goodbye. Is Sam Goody still around? Anywho, it's not the point of this review, guys. So, guys, that's pretty much the majority of the game. It's just really simple gameplay where all the characters play differently from one another. So you're pretty much learning the mechanics of really, really rudimentary fighting game mechanics. So such as spacing, playing mind games with another character. Because, as I mentioned, some of the characters do have a wind-up for some of their attacks. So Tomoe has this wind-up for her slash, where she does this, which you can actually cancel out of, which I'm not going to lie, does lead to some pretty intense mind games, especially if you play against another person. You also have the music, which is absolutely stellar, and just in general, guys, like, this game, I believe, is about around $5. There is DLC out for the game on the PC version. The Switch version that I ended up buying for like $1 literally came with the DLC included, and that would be the Red Demon that is on the title screen now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I recommend it? Yes. Yes, highly. I highly recommend it. It's only $5. If it goes on sale for anything less, yeah, pick it up. Like, especially pick it up for $1. Like, holy flippin' heck, guys. Like, it is flippin' great. And that's not even, like, counting the fact that you're going to get a lot of fun in this game. Because there's only one hit to kill, there's a lot of high stakes involved. So, guys, this has been Jimmy. Thanks for tuning into this video. Remember to stay absolutely beautiful, because you are beautiful, you're loved, and remember to stay absolutely radical, right, guys? Thanks for tuning in.